All right, greetings and welcome, friends. Mr. Wadi here. We were talking about measures of center yesterday. That was the idea of a number that represents where the middle number of a data set roughly is, okay? Today we're going to talk about a different quality that a data set might have, which is kind of how varied that data is. A measure of variation, all right? A measure of how spread out the values are. And you actually already know one of these measures. You've already perhaps heard of the word range. I think that is covered in middle school at some point. But this is the idea. A measure of variation is a measure that describes the spread or distribution of a data set. One measure of variation is range. Could someone describe for us what range is? I guess I've got it up here, don't I? It's all of the numbers? Number line, okay. Okay, so you're describing the range as kind of like the end and the beginning. All right. The range here they're saying is describing similar things. Those are the things that I'd be interested in. It's the difference. What does difference mean? Subtraction. So I'm going to subtract the greatest value and the least value in the list. So it says the following. 2 reality cooking shows select 12 contestants each. The ages of the contestants are shown in the tables. Find the range of the ages for each show. So here's show A. What is the smallest number? All right, so there's the smallest number. What's the highest number? 31. So the range for A, I'll call it, is going to be 31 minus 19, which I believe is 12. And so what does that describe? That says that between the youngest and oldest contestant is a 12-year difference. Right? Right. Okay. How about for the next one? Show B. What's the smallest? 19. And the oldest? 48. So the range for B going to be 48 minus 19. What do you guys get for that? 29. Now, looking at these two numbers, what could I describe about these two data sets? Yeah. Or you're just stretching. I was excited. Yes. Yeah. 12-year distance difference for age 5, please. For show A. And for show B, you said? And so in general, what conclusion would you make? So you might say show B has greater variety or variation in ages. But now when I look at show B, does that actually communicate a lot for me? I mean, if I look at 48, 48 is, how does 48 compare to the rest of those numbers? It's an outlier, right? So what happens if like 48, they're trying to like cook some sauteed chicken and then they just couldn't keep up. They dropped the chicken, they slipped, and then like they had to be taken off the set to the hospital, and then they're no longer on the show. All right, they're not dead. They're fine. They're fine. They just couldn't make it for future filming. What would the new range have been? All right, the new highest here would have been 32. Range, the new range for B would have been 32 minus 19. And we see that that outlier actually affected my range by quite a bit. All right, so that I'd have a range of 13 now. So range is one way to describe how spread out your data is. Tell you what, let's take a look at, I have my, here it is. Ba-da-ba-ba. Now, guys, check this out. Let me go to, this was example 3 from this. Here's my values. It turns out, watch this, I can type equals. If I want to find the smallest number in a list, Maya, Jake, I can type equals min. What do you think that's going to do? That's going to find the minimum number in the list, 19. If I want the largest number in the list, what do you think the formula is going to be? There is a formula. It's actually going to be max. And I can do that. Now, guys, what if I wanted to copy these formulas over here? You guys remember how to do that? Watch this. I select it. I go down to the bottom right corner. And I drag it. And look at that. It calculates that. Now, that's the min and the max. What if I want to find the range? What do I have to do? Guys, don't pack up yet. Okay, so watch this. I can tell this to do it. I hit equals. I'm going to click here. Subtract. There. There's the range of 12. And there's the range of 29. Now, guess what? If I didn't want to have to do that by myself, is there a range formula here? Maybe there isn't. Ooh, there isn't a range formula. Oh, so we just made one. Another thing you can do if you wanted, you could actually write the whole formula into a single cell. I could say equals max of these, close parentheses, minus min of these. I just realized I didn't select enough of them, did I? And so you can actually enter the information all into a single cell. So in this case, the spreadsheet doesn't have a range formula. All right. Well, thank you for watching, mis amigos de Internet.